Hello, fellow Cardinals. This is Edward Leos, your chairman of the board for the Incarnate Word Alumni Association. This is my May installment of my column, actually my final installment as your chairman of the board. So kind of a sad little bit, but also exciting about a lot of the opportunities that are coming up for us in the month of May. Let me touch on those as well, and then we'll kind of do a little reflection. But in reference to the presidential search, things are moving along. We have our finalists, and again, everything is progressing. As we get closer to the selection, I will definitely be keeping the Alumni Association abreast of what's going on so that everybody is understanding where we are in the process. So I want to thank you for all the outpouring of support in reference to the selection of our next president of the university, and looking forward to that as well. So secondly, the networking mixer is going to be on Thursday, May 11th. It's going to be from 6 to 8 out at the Paisanos off of 1604, not the one in the quarry area, but out off of 1604 in Paisanos Parkway, I believe is what it is, from 6 to 8. Come on out. It's going to be a phenomenal opportunity for you to network with fellow Cardinals. Then shortly after that, on Saturday the 13th, is going to be our graduation. And welcome to all the future graduates, and welcome to the future alumni with regards to that. It's going to be at the Freeman Coliseum starting at 6 o'clock that evening. It's going to be a phenomenal opportunity, just the next step to your participation in our association as well. Can't forget the next day after that, which is going to be Sunday. For all the Cardinals out there who are mothers, happy Mother's Day in advance. Want to make sure that you are taken care of, make sure you're pampered as well. But the biggest thing that I'd like to talk about too right now is a little bit of a reflection. As I mentioned at the very beginning of my column, for the last 2 years I've been the chairman of the board of this incredible organization, and we've seen a lot of things happen over the last 2 years period that I am personally extremely proud of, and I know that a lot of people that have been on the board share the same sentiments. We've taken the organization, which is a relatively young board, about 10 years old, and kind of really raised the stature of it in reference to what has happened over the last 2 years, and really where we're going, propelling us into our next leadership, which I'm really, really excited about, and I'll touch on those as well. Some of the things that we have done over the last 2 years was, the ring ceremony. We actually had our second one a couple of weeks back. It was one of my actually favorite events as being chairman, being able to speak to the graduating class as they're getting their senior rings. Incredible opportunity. I touched on this earlier, but the networking mixers have been off the chart. Every month consistently we've been having great participation, a variety of locations, and just a different group of people showing up every time. So it's networking, Cardinals networking with fellow Cardinals. Well, was one of our missions coming in to my term, and so I'm really excited about that as well. The freshman pinning ceremony, we actually became part of that, and so now we're working with freshmen when they first come in. So the alumni is not something of an afterthought by the time you're graduating. I think if you don't get them before in that freshman process, now you're going to kind of see how they've been a part and understand what the Alumni Association is on graduation day. So that's been a little bit of method to our madness, and we're really excited about that's been happening. One of the telling signs on the success of this board and where we're going has been our recent board elections. We had 5 seats that were available for the upcoming board, and we had 28 individuals apply for that. So almost 5 times the amount of applications for those 5 board positions, which when we first started this a couple of years ago, when I was chairman, that was one of our charges, was let's get quality individuals who want to be here, who want to work, and it has just worked famously to where we are now. We actually expect next year there's going to be maybe 50 people who are applying for just a handful of positions. So that is actually something that I'm extremely proud of. I'm extremely proud of the board that I have now has been working very, very hard over the last couple of years, and I'm really excited about where this organization is going to be going. Leaving this in the hands of Dr. Tina Siller as your incoming chairman of the board. She's going to do phenomenally. And her senior leadership staff, if you will, Martin Padron, Martha Hasso, and then also Cynthia Cabral, who kind of round out her core executive team. Congratulations to the 4 of you. I know you guys are going to continue doing a phenomenal job with the Alumni Association and representing the University of the Incarnate Word to the utmost of your ability. But again, this has been a phenomenal 2 years. It's been something that has been near and dear to my heart. The University of the Incarnate Word means a lot to me, and hopefully that's come across to you as a fellow alum. Hopefully I've done a great job of representing you and helping you kind of work into the next generation of Cardinals. With that being said, make sure you're giving back. And I think one of the ways to give back is to get involved. We've got a phenomenal board. We've got a great group of people. But there's always that opportunity for you to be involved, to give back, and to work as part of the mission of what is the University of the Incarnate Word. So I want to challenge everybody to do that. Again, I want to thank you for your continued support of my role as your chairman, and I look forward to serving you in a different capacity moving forward. But until then, have a blessed day, and go Cards.